Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video, and in today's video, we're gonna be doing Hawkeye episodes number 3 and 4 will be here on the channel. Now, before we start this review, before you're thinking, why is this a double review? Let me explain myself quickly. So yeah, my complete apologies for episode 3 review never going up, and this episode review is gonna be late. Sorry about that. But as you know, I'm trying to put out that break video tonight actually, so yeah, I think this video might be coming out Friday or Saturday. uh yeah, so I just thought, like, it's kind of too late to be doing episode 3 by itself, so then I just decided let's just review them both in the same video. But honestly, this is going to be more episode 4 kind of based heavy. uh just in a sense, I'm just going to touch a bit on episode 3, maybe give it a rating, and then move on. But don't worry, if you're like excited and wanted to see me review this individually, I think what I'm gonna do, honestly, when the time is right, I'm gonna I'm gonna actually re-review things, and I'm actually gonna go by episode. So I'm thinking of maybe eventually doing stuff like, again, Falcon and Winter Soldier, maybe perhaps Loki, WandaVision, stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking I might do, just to kind of relive those days, I guess, or whatever. So yeah, anyways, continuing, and also spoiler warning for Hawkeye up to episode 4. Anyways, let's get into it. So yeah, episode 3 was an interesting episode. We got a first look at Maya Lopez, also known as Echo later on, but I don't know exactly what's going on with that, so I'm not gonna really touch too much on that. But we see Maya Lopez and her upbringing. We see her father is some sort of uh, has something to do with a criminal enterprise, which is something I need to mention. We know that plays effect in her life. That's why she's, I guess, the lead of the Tracksuit Mafia, as we could see. You also see a bit of her upbringing, which is pretty interesting. We also see a bit more of Kate and Clint action, I guess you would say. We see a little bit more of their bond coming around and stuff like that, which is pretty interesting to kind of see that happen. Yeah, so we just see that pretty much. Another major kind of thing we see quickly, is that the fact that Maya has somebody her father calls, like, for example, her father dropped Maya at, I think it was like, what was it, like karate or something, and then he was literally like, "Uncle will pick you up." And when we saw him, we didn't see his face. That's one thing to notice. We didn't see his face, but it's pretty obvious that it is, in fact, our hopes and dreams are coming true, Kingpin. So yeah, that basically confirms. I'm pretty sure Kingpin's gonna be in this show. I hope he shows his face in the show at least. Even the way Hawkeye's describing him, just because, like, he's just like, whoever's Miles working for clearly doesn't like being in the light, in a sense. That's kind of like fitting Kingpin's character. So that's actually really cool to see that happen. I actually really like that reveal, kind of. So that was pretty cool. Continuing on. Oh, also we saw a little bit more that we realized, like, Clint's kind of going deaf now. Like, I expect him by the end of the show, his hearing's gonna be full blown gone. That's my guess on what's gonna happen with that. But continuing on, I'll give that episode a rating. I'll easily give that an 8.5 out of 10. Very good. I actually liked it. And then episode 4. Now, episode 4 is the one I watched today. And to say the least, I was actually pretty high. I actually was pretty excited for this episode. I was curious to see what went down, especially since we saw Kingpin in the last episode. I was hoping maybe for a Kingpin review, but at the same time, I was just like, but continuing on, I was just like wondering to myself, maybe we'll get Yelena in this, because, again, with that whole Black Widow thing. I'm not gonna really go on with that. I mean, I've made videos in the past about this post-credit scene thing, so I'm not gonna really talk too much about it. Sorry, but yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe that would happen. And to say the least, it actually did happen. Now, Yelena actually made her debut in the episode, which is actually pretty interesting. But firstly, I want to say quickly, I've realized something I didn't really say before, but Kate's stepfather is actually the Swords Master, which is a comic book villain. Uh, which yeah, I think he fights Hawkeye in the comic books, which is pretty cool. Or Hawkeye Clint Martin. But I'm fully well expecting probably he'll be an enemy to Kate Bishop eventually. So that's besides the point. So I just wanted to point that out quickly. So I'm thinking there's something going on with him, and where we see more things with. We're in this episode. We're actually kind of slowly seeing stuff like the effect of Natasha's death on Clint. Like that really showed it. Even to when Kate's mom was like, "You couldn't save Natasha" or whatever like that. Like basically being a jerk about it. I don't know what else to say. She was being a jerk about it basically. You could see the effect. That's something I actually really liked about. I really like about the show. Is it's drawing into realism a lot more. I think this is like the most uh, realistic movie or TV show in all of the MCU, in my personal opinion. Like they don't even have superpowers or anything in this show. That's something I find really cool as well. Uh, the realism and even the real life kind of things that's going on with Clint and stuff like that. Which is actually really interesting. It was also like a few heartwarming moments too, especially with like his kids and stuff. That was interesting to see. And then finally we saw that big fight between Maya, Yelena, who we didn't know was the Yelena at the time, Hawkeye, and Kate Bishop. They're all fighting, which is pretty cool. One thing I don't know, I honestly am not too sure of, is exactly what's going on with the whole is Maya aligned with Yelena thing. I have no clue. Uh, that's something I'm not entirely sure of what's going on with that. That's for sure. I'm not exactly sure. Just let's talk about the Yelena thing real quick. I definitely thought it was actually pretty interesting to see that happen. Uh, I was genuinely curious to see what Hawkeye would have thought, or Clint would have thought. I was very interested to kind of see that happen. I was interested to see what's going on with that, especially. So it was interesting to kind of see that go on, and then we ended up seeing that whole thing happen, and yeah, so that happened continuously. And then we got the reveal basically, and that's what happened. So that was pretty cool. And then at the end we even see that Yelena basically. I mean, sorry, Clint basically was like, somebody sent a Black Widow after me. So I'm pretty sure he knows exactly who that is, but he doesn't know who he is, if you understand what I mean. Like, he doesn't know that that's kind of like Natasha's kind of adoptive sister, I guess. So, yeah. Anyways, in terms of rating wise, I'd give this an easy 9 out of 10. Very good episode. I'm pretty excited for episode 5 and 6 of Hawkeye, but anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.